recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Woo, woo, woo! You know it!
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve buddy. You couldn't provide ice cream if the Dairy Queen, Carvel, and Cookie Puss drove an ice cream truck straight up your ass.
You should be ashamed I'm a part-timer, because I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time.
This ain't no disco, ain't no country club either. This is the 3 Count Thursday podcast. So let's go, baby.
Scissor me, daddy! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Hello, everyone. Welcome, 3CT. We are live. It is Thursday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, right? Star Wars fans and Ryan. We are back. We are live on a Thursday night. We are still the podcast of the millennium. Wrong one, Mark. Mark, wrong one. You're doing it wrong.
It's this, Mark.
Yeah, that's the one. Dude, that's the one, Mark. You got to make sure you get that right. We are still the podcast of the millennium. Head over to 3 Count Thursday. Two in the Starship, one in the...
In the Voyager.
One in the Voyager.
2 in the Force and 1 in the dark side.
There we go.
Holy cats, you can't say that, Kim.
No, you can. You actually can.
Do whatever I want. I'm an adult.
We're grown-ups here.
Man.
Head over to 3countthursday.com. Get our merchandise over at tpublic.com. Follow us on all the socials.
You can't say that, Tim.
I can say whatever I want.
You cannot say.
That you cannot say. That one.
He's a grown man.
That one you can't say.
He's a man.
I can do whatever I want. I'm a sex. Don't make me say. Oh, you want? I'll say it right now.
What's going on, Devin? What are you gonna say?
He's a man.
I'm gonna tell you where I'm from.
You know all the socials. Hit them up. Follow us. Subscribe. All of that fun stuff. Ryan.
You all right, cuz?
Ryan, you got to unmute yourself, man.
What a sucker. That's such a rookie mistake.
Again. What a rookie mistake. I don't have control over this shit.
You do. I tried unmuting you. It didn't work.
Well, then tell me. And you fucking mute me and then you...
Oh, he sounds like a robot.
Yeah, come on, Ryan.
God, I sound
What
like
kind of
freaking
Wi-Fi
Mark.
you got?
Unbelievable.
Well, I think Ryan's okay, or he's upset.
Ryan, stop acting like such a...
It's happening to everybody. Jim's out of control
Oh,
tonight.
this is insane. We're gonna have a fun night. Matt,
You all right, cuz?
I'm all right. I'm doing better than Ryan, apparently. I'm not getting randomly muted.
Just a little respect.
no, you don't need respect. Knock it off.
No.
Tim,
You all right, cuz? I'm good. Shout out to Matt's homeboy, Joel Embiid, MVP. Well deserved. Let's go Sixers. That was it. Raise the cat. Is that what it is?
Oh, we don't do that anymore. That was a bad
Don't do that
Simmons
anymore.
thing.
What do we do?
We
I
can
don't know
still
what we
trust
do.
the process.
oh, that was
I
a
don't
Ben
wanna do
Simmons thing. Oh well.
Ben Simmons was the raise the cat. Yeah.
Oh well. Then
Oh,
throw the
really?
cat in the
Fuck that
garbage.
guy.
Then. Throw the cat in the
He's a
garbage.
pussycat.
Yeah, skin the cat.
Yeah, that's right. Good Lord. Mark.
You all right, cuz?
You all right, sir? I'm doing real good, Big Jim. Let me tell you
How
what
have
this
we
pod-
not isolated Mark's "You All Right, Sir" for him and him himself?
You're right. I should probably.
You
do
all
that.
right, sir? Jim, this particular podcast, I'd like to all the girls I've loved before, who've traveled in and out my door.
I was waiting for this one.
I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this podcast to all the girls I loved before. To all the girls I once caressed.
Oh my
And Smokey, may I say I've held the best. For helping me to grow, I owe a lot I know. To all the girls.
I just want to say the C word.
How does it just get muted?
The wind's a chain smoker always blowing. And every time I tried to stay, guess what happened, Smokey? Those winds had changed. They continued blowing. You know what happened then, Smoke? They just carried me away.
I called him Smoke. I love Smoke.
Smoke.
So much.
God. That might be my
Like
favorite
smoke in the
nickname of all
wind.
time.
All we are is smoke in the wind.
I can't. I don't even.
Oh.
I don't know how to continue after that.
Jim, you all right, sir?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great, Mark.
Great segue, Mark.
I'm great. Mark, how'd you do in Star Wars trivia last night?
Man, well, I'll tell you what. I'm glad you asked Big Jim, because this is a wrestling podcast, and I got something to say about Star Wars.
Oh, God.
So here we go. So first of all, the whole thing sucked. The whole thing sucked.
All right, so I guess we should probably head to the news of the world. He'll tire himself out. You know how he does. Oh, man.
I like the ET, like, sadly peeking
great.
over his
Great.
shoulder.
Now he's going to break that damn headset. Oh, boy.
You know how many times we're missing him saying the C word for the first time right now?
What? Chocolate? Caramel?
Nope.
There's no
Country.
way. There's no way that he is uttering that word.
There
Just
is.
repeatedly. You can read his lips.
I think the only time he's ever sworn on the show has been at Devin, when Devin badmouthed Hershey
I
Park.
think so.
I think that's accurate.
That is 100% accurate. But let's head to the news.
His loving daughter probably just got off a 12-hour shift. Just trying to sleep.
I mean, they live across from Hillbilly, so I assume that, like...
Oh, he's just always randomly firing
No,
shots.
he tuckered himself out early. Look at this. He's out
Oh,
of breath.
man. Mark, you okay?
I'm all right, sir. Yeah, but everybody knew it was Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
So after trivia, I look over at the bar, and there's Zach. Zach's sitting there. So next thing I know, it's me, Zach, Hans, and Lucian all hanging out in the alley.
You are making people's names up.
Oh, you know what? I wish I was.
There is not a
I
person
don't
in
think he was.
2023 named Hans.
Yeah, there was Hans. He's German. I met Hans last night. I had Hans.
That's
And it
a
was
stereotype,
Zach and
Mark, and we
Lucian.
don't appreciate that kind of stuff on this
No, he had
podcast.
an accent. Germans love Star Wars.
Is that really?
They love it.
I knew they loved David Hasselhoff, but I did not know.
You don't
You know
hassle
what?
the Hoff.
I'm going to try to get us thrown off the air. Mark, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Oh, boy, I better not say.
What?
It's Revenge of the Fifth.
It's Revenge of the Fifth. What about watch Star Wars?
Oh, nope. No, I know exactly. Nope.
I was trying to get us dumped off the air.
I see what you're doing, and I preemptively muted it. just in case. Just in case.
I felt Matt's blood pressure raise.
Jeez.
What? You don't have your commemorative Revenge of the Fifth margaritas?
No,
You
like
don't do that?
Look, Mark might be on good. He might be good now. He has his hand raised. I think we should check in on him.
yes, Mark.
His hand's tired.
I had a question, Big Jim.
Yes.
So I was trying to inform some coworkers today about Cinco de Mayo. Because everybody thinks it's a Mexican day of independence. And I said it's not. It's the day that the Mexican army defeated the French army. And I think it was 1862, I would have said it was.
It was your birthday, 1862. Yeah.
1862 is the Battle of Puebla. And this old guy, Steve, says, I don't celebrate any holiday that involves killing U.S. Marines. I said, Steve, what? And he was serious. I said, Steve, what in the hell has that to do with anything? I don't even know if the Marines were a thing in 1862.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, when did the Marines form? That's a good trivia question.
And this was Hillbilly
Everything
you were
else
speaking
Mark
with?
said was 100% accurate. I'm very proud of you.
I am.
1775.
Okay, so the Marines were a thing.
Marines were in existence.
They were in existence. I don't know anything about Marines being killed on May 5th in Mexico.
In the Battle
Steve,
of Puebla.
Battle of Puebla, but apparently Steve knows more than I did.
Wow. How about it? How about it?
But anyway.
I do also appreciate that you said the Battle of Puebla.
It's Pueblo.
It's the Battle of Pueblo.
No, it's Pueblo. Pueblo.
Well, that's the
You have
host
that
of.
printed out in case we brought that up today because that was really well. That was really good.
That sounded very well researched. I'm proud of you, Mark. I'm very proud.
Research, I grow in life, Smokey. I grow intellectually every day. Because a lifetime of learning, Smokey. That's what I'm trying to tell my kids.
I feel like you were just yelled at about 2 years ago on Facebook for making a insensitive post.
Hey,
well,
you gotta learn and grow at some point. Smoke, you got
to. Did you
to.
realize, Smokey, that Hurricane Ashley is expected to hit at least 3 bars this Cinco de Mayo?
Oh, Jesus. Well, we were doing really well. All right, back to the news. This week's AEW All-In pre-sale saw the company sell over 40,000 tickets. Actually, as of today, Tony Khan tweeted that 50,000 tickets have been sold in the pre-sale, totaling over $6.5 million.
Tony Khan just tweeted 51,000.
Oh, 51.
And 10.
And 10.
Yep. He's just going to keep updating it for us.
He's just sitting there watching the Ticketmaster 11.
Yep.
13.
Pay for the house.
The general public sale begins tomorrow. All-In is going to be the company's highest attended event since the company launched in 2019. Previous attendance record was the Grand Slam show at Arthur Ashe Stadium in 2021. There has not been any match or talent announcements for All In. And then, of course, the week after the show, they'll be running their annual All Out pay-per-view. Another question I have about this, have they actually said if and where... Is this even going? I mean, I would assume this is going to also be a pay-per-view, right? Like,
Yeah, it's got to be a pay.
Like, there's no way this is not going to air. I did see on WrestleTix that like there hasn't been like a seating chart out in the wild yet because to get that you would have to get access to the pre-sale. But looking at like just a general seat map, it does look like. Because I kind of thought that they were going to maybe have like the upper decks tarped off and maybe cap it at like, I don't know, 65, 70,000. But it looks, according to the general seat map, that it looks like the entire stadium is open. So it would probably be pushing around the 90 range. Yes, Mark?
Should be answering my first question. That's about how many people are they expecting to be there. And my second one is, are they going to sell them the entire seat?
Well, they're going to sell the entire seat, but I think people are only going to need the edge of it, Mark. Unlike the hockey game at the Giant Center last night, they sold us our whole seat, and we used the whole seat because it was not an exciting night in Hershey last night, Mark. Just so you know.
Bears.
And now that we've had our news, it's time to go to weather. Mark, what's our weather forecast look like for tomorrow?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be partly sunny, Tim, with a high of 73. Lows tonight will be about 51. The clouds are going to start to roll in late after supper, and expect a brief period of rain Saturday morning. Matt, over to you for traffic.
I gave you the opportunity to run back that Hurricane Ashley
you
joke,
failed, man.
and you failed.
Well, Tim, I'm glad you asked about the weather.
No.
Hurricane Ashley is expected to hit at least 3 local bars this Cinco de Mayo.
No, you can't, man. You failed.
No, you can edit in. This one's tape.
It's live.
No, this one we're live, pal.
Let me do that again, Jim. We're live.
Sorry, Sid. We're live, pal.
You get to answer your questions tonight.
Let me do it again. We're live, pal.
Let me do it again, JR.
I had him right there.
Yeah, I know, dude. You had the setup, and he dropped it.
I had him so good.
Hurricane Ashley was right there knocking on the door. She was becoming a catch fly.
So do we. So
Ryan Miller, thanks for listening.
Thanks for checking in, man. We
the show.
appreciate that.
Be sure to like and share. Get your friends in here. Let hate watch together. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. We'll take every hate watch that's out there in the wild.
There's no more Tucker Carlson. There's no more Don Lemon. You need somebody else to hate on.
Damn
a
right.
night.
We are here.
Yeah, you can hate us.
I
don't mind.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely I'm intrigued to see. I honestly, at this point, there we go. I'm intrigued. Not only, I mean, I'm assuming this show is going to sell out. To me, it's more how quickly it sells out. So, yeah, I think that's a huge accomplishment for AEW. So, yeah. Any thoughts on the pre-sale and All In? All right, let's.
The 3 count question of the week.
I'm very curious to see how close they get to selling out, because that place has the ability to be it seats 90,000 for soccer.
Right.
So they could easily get to WrestleMania type numbers.
Absolutely.
Being in the UK definitely helps them with this cause, because I don't know if they could hit WrestleMania numbers domestically.
So there was
couldn't.
an Adele concert had 98,000. There was a boxing match, Tyson Fury versus Dylan White, had 94,000. For a football match, there was 89,874. For an NFL game, there was 86,215. So yeah, between 85 and 90,000 is probably where you're looking for a full sellout.
At least they're familiar with being over there owning the Jaguars and everything.
It's like a home game for Tonya. So, but yeah, and I mean, 50,000 sold now. I mean, can you double it? It being their first international show is certainly helping as well.
If they get into a pinch, they could just drop the 5 for 50 sale like they did at Baltimore last night and fill that fucker quick.
They could?
I never saw anything like that. 5 for 50.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, scalpers certainly gonna do their part, at least getting the first batch of tickets sold to that show for sure. Good Lord, I'm sure the resale prices on those are going to be insane. But yeah, I mean, huge accomplishment. Will definitely be interesting to see how close and what the actual numbers end up being on that show. All right, let's take a look at the look back at the WWE Draft for the. I already hit the sounder, so I think by the rules and standards, I can't do it again. Let's see, get Devin off of there.
I mean, you could. You run back the fucking Wrestler of the Week song twice.
Well, those are by accident, Ryan. I don't do.
Those are accident?
Yeah, I don't do that on purpose.
On purpose.
So the question of the week this week is which brand won the 2023 draft? If you were watching on the live video, or if you're checking us out on the YouTube or whatever after the fact, we have the
Jeep Wagon here didn't get fucking drafted. Fuck him.
Well, no. So
why you
everybody
everything, Tim?
Well, I'm clarifying. I'm actually making Jeep Wagoneer important for the first time in his entire life.
Nobody asked for that.
I know. Like, but everybody that's a free agent was chosen to be able to go on any show.
Fucking stupid.
It is. I hate it. You have a draft. Draft everyone.
Well, I mean, not everybody gets drafted in a sports draft.
But okay, so here's my gripe with
play
it.
The game, Jim.
Not everyone gets
true.
drafted in the drafts that we do either. It's how you
right. But
Wonka
also
Bar apparently does though.
Yes, right. That ain't no free agent.
Jeep Wagoneer is the Wonka Bar of that draft.
when the draft started, wasn't everyone technically considered a free agent? And then they were drafted?
I guess technically, yeah.
So then how do people then negotiate as free agents to become a free agent?
Well, it was only Brock Lesnar, right?
And
there was also
Omos.
Oh, well, he was also kayfabed.
Yeah, MVP negotiated. So people can not react to him on both shows. So that's
fine.
That's the accomplishment. Yeah, I'll be curious to see like if within the next couple weeks, if the remaining free agents actually end up like getting signed to a brand, like or not. But yeah, Elias can get drafted back to NXT. I'd be fine with that. But yeah, any thoughts?
SmackDown could use some Elias.
What's that?
SmackDown could use some Elias.
Yeah, they could. But
Elias would have made sense staying a free agent 3 years ago when he was the Drifter, and he could just drift from show to show, and that's your storyline about how he's a free agent. That makes sense. I'd have bought that. I think Corbin can go back to NXT and do fine down there. I think the Dolph Ziggler could spend some time in NXT and elevate some talents down there. Mustafa Ali, I wish they knew what they were doing with him. Send him back to NXT and have him put on some bangers down there on Tuesdays.
see, I think that Corbin should be the last guy to not get drafted, and then he just becomes sad Corbin again. Like, why does nobody want me? Sort of a deal. But thoughts on which brand did better? Which brand do you like better, roster wise, coming out of this?
So I watched both nights of the draft live, and watching it live, just counting those.
Do it
picks,
live!
I thought SmackDown crushed it.
Yeah.
I think SmackDown had a great draft. The problem is that Raw got 77 picks between Talking Raw and Talking Smack, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, what the hell is it called now? SmackDown in the morning with Elvis Duran or something?
On the Raw side, Tozawa, Apollo, Candice, Dana, Dexter, Emma, Humberto Angel, Indus Shear, JD McDonough, Johnny Gargano, Katana and Carter, the Maximum Male Models, Natalia, Nikki, Odyssey, Piper, Riddick Moss, I believe Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Tegan Knox.
The Viking Raiders?
Xia Li and Zoe Stark, and maybe the Viking
I
Daddies.
think maybe the Vikings, too.
That's almost 30 people they drafted on not the draft.
Not the draft, yeah.
All right, and SmackDown got Tamina. So, who won that?
Raw, obviously. Because who wants SmackDown got Tamina and Rick Boogs.
Cousin Brian says both brands
person,
won by not taking Omos.
Like,
we both call them Meat Mountain.
I would rather
Meat Mountain.
I would rather have Omos.
Yeah.
Tim, you make such great choices, and then you say you'd rather have Omos
than Rick Boogs.
Yeah, Rick Boogs.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about Tamina. I would rather have Omos than Tamina.
Both of those options.
Over Rick Boogs? Meat
Yeah.
Mountain Rick Boogs.
Yes.
Yes.
You calling him Meat Mountain doesn't make it any better.
That's his name. They called him Meat Mountain on the show. I don't watch much wrestling, but
Braun
I've heard
Strowman,
somebody
Braun
say fucking
Strowman was
Meat
a
Mountain.
meat castle.
That's fair.
So, like, I don't
Smokey,
care.
Smokey used to vacation at Meat Mountain.
I think he has a summer residence at Meat Mountain.
Cousin Brian says, where's Kevin Owens' brother Ken? He should have been drafted high. I think he's also a free agent.
I think he's actually with Ezekiel.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
That was a good gimmick.
Devin says Omos and Brock should have been the only free agents.
Agreed.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I agree with that.
The fewer you have, the more special it is. When Zion Quinn is a free agent, something is wrong.
I don't even know who Zion Quinn is.
Zion Quinn is a really, really cool looking dude from NXT. I think the best place for him will probably be joining the Judgment Day. He has very big Judgment Day vibes.
I'm gonna look.
If you
up.
look at him,
Tylenol Quinn.
Yes, Zoloft Quinn.
Xanax
yes.
Quinn.
Yes. But Jeep Wagoneer is a effing free agent.
Yeah, I don't.
Then why call him up? Like he wasn't even on the board. I don't
That's-
think he was on
that-
anybody's board, right?
That's what I don't understand. Why do you have NXT call-ups as free agents? Like, just keep him in NXT then.
Oh, he's the rugby player guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who he is.
Von Wagner. It makes sense if Von Wagner is the dude. He becomes a free agent because he has Mr. Stone. If
Okay.
Mr. Stone, if Mr. Stone negotiated his free agency, I get it. But like, I want Baron Corbin to go to NXT. I want him to go to NXT so badly.
Scotty, I hard
he needs
disagree. I hard disagree on this. Von Wagner and Corbin as a team, hard pass.
Oh my God.
Hard fucking pass on that.
Why would I want something I really truly love get put with a guy like Jeep Wagoneer?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't need that at all.
I
He's
love
got
Baron
the most
Corbin.
three-dimensional eyebrows I've ever seen.
Yes. It's like Play-Doh on his face.
God, it's like two large lumps of Play-Doh.
It scares the children sometimes.
It does.
He does scare the children. Do you know who would have been a great tag team partner for Jeep Wagoneer?
Gene Snitsky.
Lars Sullivan.
Wolf. Yeah.
Ooh.
They'd have been a great team.
Call him forehead
Yeah,
mount.
Can you call people in 2023 a human oddity? Because that would have been them.
Nah, I don't know if I'm not sure. I'm not sure
I'm
on
not saying
that.
freaks. I'm not calling them a freak.
No, but
No, you call him.
oddity might still
Not-
ping a bit. I think maybe.
I'm not calling them special.
The-
Just, like, but either way, I have no place for. I have. This draft made me realize that maybe the WWE isn't just full of a bunch of guys I love. Maybe the WWE's got some dudes that I would absolutely, in a heartbeat, just
Not pay to see.
make sure their flight's delayed.
You can fire one person from this list, Tim. Who do you fire?
Von Wagner.
You fire Von Wagoneer.
Yes.
Jeep Wagoneer.
Who are you firing, Smokey?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't thinking of the question when I asked it. I just asked it.
Well, I
Jeep
asked.
Wagoneer can go. Rick Boogs can go.
Unreal.
Yep. Corbin can go.
Who
Yeah.
else?
You watch
JD McDonough can go.
Oh yeah, he's problematic, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so he can go. He can go. Here's what I think about the two rosters. I think that Raw has set themselves up to be tag team heavy. And on kind of on both sides, the SmackDown roster, I think the women's roster is very strong. Have they didn't
Wait, the SmackDown roster women's is strong?
I think so. Asuka, Bianca, Charlotte, Damage Control,
Fire, Isla Dawn.
I just couldn't get off the Lacey Evans. My eyes were just drawn to that one.
Yeah, there's a couple duds on there.
Zelina's there. Shotzi to me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
They didn't like say anything about. Did they say if the men's tag titles are only going to be defended on Raw? Because like right now they still have red and blue belts.
I think that question will be answered on the Monday after Backlash.
Backlash. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Coming Monday, right? Next Monday.
Yep, this
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah,
Backlash is okay.
Backlash is Saturday.
Unreal.
What are they going to do, Scotty? What's that, Matt?
It said, where does the time go?
Honestly, I can't believe it's already May.
Yeah, it's
going to be May.
No, it already is,
Already
Mark.
is.
Scotty says, what are they going to do with Rhea and Bianca in the titles? They're probably going to do a title swap.
Bianca's not defending Rhea's not defending the title.
Yes, she is.
Against Zelina.
Yeah, she's defending against Zelina. Bianca is defending against Io Sky this week at the at the Premium Live event.
So literally, like, that's what pisses me off.
Although Io is on SmackDown and Zelina's on SmackDown, right?
And Bianca's on SmackDown,
right?
Yeah,
right.
And Rhea's on Raw.
You know how they could make this really easy, but they won't do it. Is rename the titles.
No, that's too easy.
I know. That's why they won't do it. They'll do
What would you call them? A World and a Universal, just like the men's?
Sure. The Raw title will be the World title, and the SmackDown becomes the Universal. That's how or you could do, because Rhea has the SmackDown title on Raw, you could make that one the World, so you have both World titles on the Raw brand, and you could make the red one, to make things even more confusing, the red one will be the Universal on the women's side and blue on the men's side.
Now, why don't you have Zelina just defeat Rhea and then be like, boo-hoo, both championships are on SmackDown. We're just going to create a new one for Raw.
There we go.
They would never do that.
The WWE Women's Championship?
That's what they would call it.
Yeah.
Great.
It'd be a giant butterfly with the WWE logo punched through its face.
Beautiful.
I might buy that.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys watched the video I sent from the bump where they were like describing the new belt and some of the features to it. There was like 60 gemstones, like representing the 60 years of the WWE Championship or some shit. Like there are
I don't
little
trust
Easter
the videos
eggs
that
in
you
there.
send, Ryan, so I never watch them.
Really? That is hurtful.
Yeah, but he didn't send it to us. He posted it to our page. Or
I never sent it to us? I thought I sent it to you.
Oh, I thought he sent it to us.
Oh, did you? I saw you shared it to the 3-count page.
Yeah, it has a lion, and it's got like 3 lions, I guess, for each member of the McMahon family, which is weird because there's 4.
Oh, that bitch don't count anymore. They divorced, right?
Well, so there's Vince Senior, there's Vince Junior, there's Triple H, and who's the 4th?
There's only 3.
But you said there's 4.
Oh, I was thinking Linda was still a thing.
No.
Oh, see, I thought you were thinking of Shane McMahon.
See, I wasn't going to say it.
The best in the world.
I have grown and matured.
Mark, don't sit there and try and talk about setups after what you did.
Together, though, if we work together through this, it's not so bad.
I'm getting irritated about it now.
Cousin Brian says maybe they'll consolidate the women's title so Roman can also win that.
Romana Reigns.
I am never going to judge or assume Roman's gender.
Shane McMahon.
We'll close on this question from Scotty. In terms of the draft, who will be the breakout stars? Do you think?
Excellent question.
It's a good question, Scotty. Thank you
That is a
for
good
that.
question. Very good.
It's a good question. Thanks, Scott.
So, I would have loved it more had a couple of people who were on Raw actually went to SmackDown. I was really hoping for Bronson Reed to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because Bronson Reed would have smashed it on SmackDown.
And he could have won the U.S. title this weekend if he was on SmackDown.
Yeah. So it is really tough to say because the SmackDown is pretty much like the same old show. And Raw just has everybody. So what's new? I think Gunther on Raw is just gonna take the world by storm. Now that he's on big brand WWE, like if he doesn't win the World Heavyweight Championship, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And have him vacate the Intercontinental Championship.
So should he be the first?
I think Gunther's the first.
I'd be on board for that. Even though I think Rollins is a strong candidate. you put it on Gunther, I think that's a smart move.
Gunther needs it. He needs it. Rollins doesn't need it.
I don't think anybody needs it.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I would say like Rollins will get it. Cody will get it.
Yeah.
But Gunther, to have the feather in his cap of being the first, that's it's high praise.
Yeah.
I really hope Pretty Deadly does something on SmackDown.
I hope so.
I just don't know who they're gonna go against. Really?
Well, you got the Brutes, you have the
Profits?
OC, you have the Profits, and the Usos. So you LWO.
Yeah.
LWO. So you have like 5 tag teams over
And
there.
Hit Row.
Oh, that's right, in Hit Row.
Yeah.
All right. So you got
I almost forgot. The actual breakout star is gonna be Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he got drafted.
Yeah, I was looking at him on the SmackDown side.
But isn't it crazy that LA Knight and Grayson Waller are on the same show? And Austin Theory, the same dude drafted 3 times on the same show.
Well, I mean, consistency is key, man.
Well, there's old LA Knight, there's young LA Knight, and then there's like future LA Knight.
On the Raw side, I mean, I could still see Bronson Reed being a breakout star over there. But Ryan, Mark, Matt, any thoughts on possible breakout stars?
I think Cameron Grimes will go to the moon in SmackDown. I think that's a great pick. And on SmackDown or on Raw, I think you guys are overlooking a young, up-and-coming women's wrestler who really has a bright future and really will write her own story, and that's Trish Stratus.
I thought you were going to say Natty.
He's got a bright future too.
Thank you, Trish.
I like Indy on Raw. I'm not talking
Absolutely.
about Mark's dog. Talking about Indy Hartwell.
Yeah, the way all drafted to Raw.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Fire
I
and
love
Dawn.
Wasn't Theory in the way?
Theory was in the way.
Theory was in the way, but he was excommunicated.
Now he's out of the way.
Hey,
He's out the way.
Get Theory out the way.
He moved.
Ooh, bit.
Ish.
He got out the way. That's ludicrous, Tim.
Now, Indy Hartwell dropped the championship, right? She did drop that?
She did.
She
vacated.
She vacated, okay, but not the women's tag team, right?
No, they're bringing those titles to SmackDown.
Smart.
I think they're going to
Bring
break out
them with.
SmackDown.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do Raw and SmackDown women's tag team champions.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of women on the SmackDown side. You have tag teams and a lot of women. I think the women are very balanced on the 2 brands.
My brands.
Plus, every other woman in NXT is currently injured with a torn ACL. So
Apparently, I did not know that, but like I said, in my defense, I don't watch NXT.
That's a good question.
Will Scarlett forever be tied to Cross? I'd like to see what she can do at this level. I mean,
be tied to the never mind.
Hey-o. I mean, she could still be tied to Cross and get to wrestle. I don't think you have to break her away from Karrion Kross to have her wrestle. I think you could.
I don't know if she's wrestled a match in a while.
I don't believe.
No,
I don't think she's wrestled under the WWE umbrella yet.
Yeah, I'd hope
no, she is not.
Scotty says, why didn't they call up Braun Breaker? I guess they feel he's not ready, or they need him in NXT more. Would be my 2 guesses. I mean, he's only been at this for a year and a half. like, right? Like
They're probably trying to get his heel stuff down.
Yeah,
he just turned heel.
That's a good point.
He's a heel.
But yeah, we'll see. The new rosters take effect this coming Monday on Monday Night Raw. So we'll see kind of how the two shows play out, and I'm sure that's when they'll start to make shape of how the new world title will be determined come what's the Night of Champions end of this month. So
I am wrong. I apologize.
What are you wrong?
Emma and Madcap Moss have been doing mixed tag matches with Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux since October of last year.
Oh, okay.
According to Cage Match. So she is wrestling. Maybe it'll happen.
Maybe. All right, let's move on to this.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These five guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
Running back!
One more time, Big Jim. Come on, BJ.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These five guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
Now, there's no way you do that unless Marcus called you BJ, right?
Yeah, no, I think that's what put it over the top. That's what put it over the top.
Thank you,
Come
Mark.
on, BJ. That's short for Big Jim.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Thank you.
Well, you know.
All right, we start first with the People's Champ for possibly the last week, selected by Devin. He selected Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn this week. I think they had a successful title defense on SmackDown last week. So titles matter, right? All right, Ryan, go ahead with yours for the week.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Thank you for asking, Jim. Titles do matter, and that's what I picked. The people that I picked for my list. We have Wes Lee, a big successful defense of the North American Championship over there on the NXT. I've got Sonata, who retained his IWGP Heavyweight Championship against the Tanahashi man. That's exciting. These are out of order. Son of a bitch. I don't know. I screenshotted it.
What an asshole.
I know.
On,
God
man.
damn it.
Come on, who doesn't know their picks? Come on.
Jesus.
Hikuleo. Is that right, Tim? Am I close?
Hikuleo. Yep.
Hikuleo. Okay. All right. He
Ukulele.
defeated Kenta. Ukulele. He tiptoed through the tulips and defeated Kenta, the strong openweight champion. We have Okada and Takahashi and Big Ishii.
It's not Takahashi.
Takahashi.
It's Tanahashi.
It is.
Do we have to fire the guy who puts those names in?
It is
Takahashi.
Hiroshu Tanahashi.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Look,
yes.
I'm
reading
Takahashi.
off the fucking
Takahashi
whatever.
is the guy that Sonata beat.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then Okada and Tanahashi and Ishii are the new openweight 6-man tag champions. Look, fucking let me get through this. Dave Finlay defeated the Tonga man, and he is the new never openweight champion. But he is now the new openweight never champion. Good for him. A lot of shit happened in New Japan. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I'm just going to defend our intern in training that puts these names in there. The list given to him said Takahashi.
No, I don't believe you. Did it really?
That's all I'm going to say. Matt, go ahead with yours.
Sure. I remember my picks. There we are. 5th place, I have EC3. He retained his title in, I don't know, MLW, NWA, whatever bullshit league he's in. Fire and Isla Dawn retained their tag team titles, so congrats to them. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, another title defense. Look at that. A lot of title defenses this week.
How about it?
Good on them. Deonna Purrazzo defended that Impact Knockouts title, so good on her. And in first place, had to give some love to Carmella and Corey Graves. I know they battled in the past with some miscarriages, so congratulations to them with the pregnancy announcement. So,
yeah, definitely big congratulations.
Sorry if that upsets you, Devin. I know you hate people being happy.
He hates babies too.
He does hate babies.
He hates babies.
We do know that.
That's an ugly looking baby. He used to stand outside the Spring and Sperry Walmart and he'd insult people's babies as they walk in. He'd be like, "That's an ugly looking baby." He's like, "Is that twins? I can't believe you got knocked up twice. Both them kids are ugly."
Holy hell. Mark, you want to give your picks?
Oh my God, Jim, I thought you never asked. Hold on a minute here. I got them right here. Hold on, everybody.
Oh, Lord.
I'm unprepared.
I know, he does need to pull them up because I think he went rogue with one or two of them.
I did. I went rogue.
Tim,
rogue.
go ahead.
So number
I
5.
will. Oh, go ahead, Mark.
No, Tim, go ahead.
Nope, Mark's going.
Okay, let's get Mark back in here.
And number 3, and that's my picks. I thought I'd do them quick this week for you guys so I don't get yelled at. You want me to repeat them?
Yeah, you can go ahead and repeat them.
All right, just in case I was too fast. So number 5, I thought he had the match of maybe the match of the week. Down there in NXT, that, what's it, MD McDonald? What's his name? JG Wentworth.
Doogie Howser, MD.
Doogie Howser, MD. I'm not a big fan, but boy, he put on a banger of a match down there. A banger. Number 4, I got the NXT Women's Champions, Tag Team Champions. They went up there that SmackDown. Was it Fry and Dawn? Went up there. Alba Fry and Dawn Lazar.
Oh, my God.
Number 3, we got that Deonna Purrazzo. Her. She defended that Knockouts Championship. She's a real knockout. Number 2, I got that Owens and Zayn, another great match of the week against the retaining against the Usos. Is what they did there. Tim,
hi, Mark.
The Usos. Hi, boys. And number 1, I got our new Trios Tag Team Champions. At least I think that's what happened when I was watching. Are
you serious?
What was it? I am serious, Mark.
Did I miss something?
The Acclaim.
You absolutely missed. You did not miss anything.
The Acclaimed and Billy Gunn.
Uh-huh.
That 6-man. They used to call them 6-man belts back when Jim Ross.
They did not win
They
the
did not
6-man
win.
titles.
It was just like a.
It was a trios, Cinco de Trios, or Trios de Mayo Battle Royal, and they are the number 1 contenders for the House of Black.
Well, you know what? Then I don't want them as my number 1 picks anymore.
Too late. You already said it. It's already
Boy, I made
decided.
a big mistake.
Unbelievable.
You sure did.
So I guess winning matches means something to Mark.
It's a number 1 contender, Mark. It's still. Don't let them.
It's a title, I guess.
You know, they'd still be in my top 5. I stand by it, Tim.
Good.
I'm sorry, my top 5 may.
Nope, not upset. Going on. Number 5, I've got Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Or Isla Dawn, as Michael Cole called her.
I hate it.
Isla Dawn.
I hate everything about it. The NXT Women's Tag Team Champions bringing those titles over to the Land of the Blue, SmackDown. Hikuleo, the New Japan Strong Openweight Champion, David Finlay, the never Openweight Champion himself. Number 2, Okada, Tanahashi,
I
and
guess Tim
Ishii.
spelled it wrong too.
I did not. I did not type this.
I know you didn't.
I'm going to fire that guy. He needs...
You'll see which one I typed in a second. Tanahashi Ishii, the new never openweight 6-man tag champions, and Sonata, that handsome devil, winning champion versus champion, not title for title, against Hiromu Takahashi for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, because Japanese titles matter just as much as the American ones.
All right. For me, I had number 5, Rhea Ripley. She was the first pick in night 2 of the WWE Draft. Roman Reigns at my number 4 was the number 1 overall pick, going back to night 1.
Jesus Christ, Jim.
Technically, Paul Heyman was the first.
Unbelievable. You didn't even have it right.
Well, shit happens.
Rhea Ripley told
What
you
kind of
she's
show
always
is
on
this?
top, Jim. How's she on the bottom?
Well, you know. Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn My number 3, successfully defending the titles and getting their call up. Deonna Purrazzo, number 2, a successful title defense, and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn for a successful title defense as well. Tim, where does that leave us for the week and for the year to date?
Well, for the week, boy howdy, we've got a lot of third place votes going there as Okada, Tanahashi, Ishii, Finlay, Fire, and Dunn all receive third place considerations. No fourth, no fifth, because too many people are jammed up at third. Deonna Purrazzo at second, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn sitting atop the leaderboard for the week. Ryan.
I was just acknowledging them.
Oh, you were just doing number ones. But for the year, we finally have a solo first place, and it is the virtuosa herself, Deonna Purrazzo, sitting atop the leaderboard, much like last year with Josh Alexander having the breakout beginning of 2022. Deonna is doing the same for Impact in 3CT this year. Rounding out the top 10 is Neverfall and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn with 6 points. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Sonata with 5 points. And Mr. Deonna Purrazzo, Roderick Strong, and Laszlo Arpad with 4 points. Thank God that EC3 is off the top 10.
And that's where we close.
Laszlo Arpad.
Laszlo AirPod.
Airport.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
Mark, what's next?
No, we already
had it.
We already did that, Mark. We head to this Saturday night on Peacock. It is the Backlash premium live event. And
he raked my back.
This soundboard is temperamental today.
Yeah, no, he didn't literally rake
There we
him.
go. But in tying it back to the wrestler of the week, we want to remind everybody that we do have the scorecard contest open. So head over to digital.prowrestlingscorecards.com. Create an account. You can join our faction with the invite code 67AB85. I will get that out on our social medias as well. If you win first place, you will get to make the People's Champ picks until I believe it will be Night of Champions / Double or Nothing weekend, because they're both that same weekend to close out the month of May. And this year we decided that if the first place winner we can't identify or you don't make yourself known, there is no People's Champ until the next one, right? Cool.
That's right.
All right. So we will do that, but let's go. Let's take a look at this one. Saturday night, San Juan, Puerto Rico. First match. Let's go to Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn taking on the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. Ryan.
Main event. Jim, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't listening.
Who do you think is going to win? There we go. This thing might as well be freaking worthless tonight.
I feel like we all did it for you. You didn't have to sound it off. I would go with the Usos and Solo Hikaleo.
Thank you. Matt.
I agree with that. I think Riddle turns on the tag champs.
Oh, okay. Tim?
I think it's going to be Riddle and the... Actually, no. I'm going with the Bloodline. F it.
All right. Mark?
I got to go with the Bloodline.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the bloodline. I too kind of think that either Riddle's going to turn on them or Riddle's going to be the one that eats the fall. I don't think Kevin or Sammy eats the fall clean anyway. Devin has Riddle, KO, and Sami Zayn. Singles match, Cody Rhodes taking on Brock Lesnar. Ryan.
The Beast, Brock Lesnar.
All right, Matt.
Cody Rhodes.
All right, Tim.
The Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Mark.
I gotta believe that Cody Rhodes, my American Nightmare, is gonna take it, Daddy.
All right. Yeah, I think Cody's going to win as well. Then we go to Devin got it there in time. Cody Rhodes. Then we go to a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Title. Rhea Ripley defending against Zelina Vega. Ryan.
Mommy.
Matt.
Rhea Ripley.
Tim.
Mommy.
Mark.
Rhea Ripley. Big.
Yeah, Rhea. I'll go ahead and say it. There's a 0.0% chance.
Way to go.
Don't do that.
I'm doing it. That Zelina wins. 0%.
Don't do that.
I did it.
Now when Rhea gets legit injured in the ring, you can blame the song.
Whoa! I didn't. No.
This one's on you, Jim.
No.
On you.
Oh, come on now.
God darn it.
Devin says Rhea as well. All right, next match.
Changing mine now.
Because this match makes sense. Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos. Ryan.
Seth Rollins.
Matt.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Tim.
Seth Rollins.
Mark.
What an awful match. Rollins.
Yeah, it's Rollins. Devin says Rollins as well. All right, next one. Austin the Roy defending the U.S. title against Bronson Reed and
Bobby
Lashley. Ryan.
Yeah, I think a title's got to change hands down here, so I'm going to give this one to Big Bob.
Bobby.
Matt.
I will also take Bobby Lashley.
Tim.
I'm going to take Bronson Reed, which will send him to SmackDown.
Okay.
Ooh, I
Okay.
like that.
Mark.
Yeah, you know what? I think I might go with Pierce Bronson as well.
I hate everything.
I will take
Bobby.
to win the U.S. title. Devin has Bobby as well. Then we go to Bad Bunny taking on Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight. Ryan.
The Bad Bunny has to be victorious here.
All right. Matt.
100% has to be Bad Bunny.
Tim.
Bad Bunny.
Mark.
Big Jim, be very, very quiet. that last wee rabbit's going to win.
Bad Bunny. Yes, Bad Bunny will win. Devin has Bad Bunny as well. And lastly, singles match for the Raw Women's title. Bianca Belair defending against Io Sky. Ryan.
In what could be the match of the night, I'm going to have Bianca Belair retain.
Matt.
I don't know about match of the night, but I do have Bianca retaining.
All right. Tim.
Bianca.
Mark.
I think the Fresh Princess of Bel-Air will retain.
I'm going to be dare to be different. I'm going to say Io Sky. He's going to be your new Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown.
Smokey once.
No, stop it.
Oh my God.
Stop it. Devin says Bianca Belair. What do you think will be match of the night, Ryan? Do you think it'll be this one? You said.
She's the genius of the sky, Jim.
She is.
Io Sky, that is.
She is.
No, it's going to be the. I think that's going to be the best wrestling match. I think that could really hold its own. But the match of the night will be the total clusterfuck of a match with Bad
Omos
Bunny.
and Seth Rollins.
Oh, it's going to be so bad.
Omos and Seth Rollins is going to be the sleeper match of the night.
Literally.
It's going to be Jim's underrated gem. When Jim gives this pay-per-view, premium live event an A, he's going to point specifically to this match, and you'll get here's the thing.
It was better than we thought it was going to be.
0.0. No chance this is getting an A.
That's 2 in a row. Got 2 things on this show.
Now this
0.0.
This show is going to be absolute fire, and Jim's going to have to come back and begrudgingly say,
B+?
Look, guys,
I made a mistake.
It was like a B+ with bonus points. Matt, what do you think is going to be match of the night?
I'm gonna, in terms of entertainment, I'm gonna go Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. I think the crowd will get riled up for that one. In terms of actual wrestling, I think it would be Cody and Brock.
Okay, Tim.
I think the U.S. title triple threat.
Okay, yeah, I think that one should be really good. Mark, what do you think is going to be match of the night?
I think it's going to be Cody and Brock. But I agree with Matthew that that Wesley Wabbit and Damian Priest is the crowd will be into that.
That's gonna be like your entertaining spectacle.
Is this the first time there's been like a big event like this in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
The last one was New Year's Revolution 06, I think.
Yeah, it's been
time, right?
Yeah, it's definitely been a long time. Yeah. Now, do you open with that?
No.
Open with what?
Bad Bunny
With
and
Bad Bunny?
Priest.
No.
No way.
Do you close with that?
That's
I think you open with Brock and Cody.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree with that. I think you could close with Bad Bunny and Priest.
Yeah,
I think you do close with Bad Bunny.
For sure.
Or they go on second to last.
Or one of the women's titles will either be second to last or will close.
Maybe.
And then
Charlotte's not a champion, so we don't have to fucking put her in that spot.
Oh, that's true. I'll go Cody and Brock for wrestling match of the night, but yeah, the entertainment spectacle for sure will be.
You know, Brock doesn't wrestle anymore, right?
That's what everybody
He just
says.
throws dudes around.
Well,
That's all
yeah.
it takes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Bad Bunny.
All
My
right.
daughter's a big fan of the Bad Bunny. She's wearing his shirt right now.
Yeah.
That's something. These kids are going to watch this show just for the Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
I
So
do
watch
imagine
the
it's gonna get a lot of views for that reason alone.
Oh yeah, I mean the highlights on YouTube, I'm sure, are going to be insane with viewership numbers.
They may come for the Bad Bunny, but they're going to stay for the Dominic Mysterio.
Jim mark the time.
Sure.
Anything else, gentlemen, to add before we close up this week?
You really like that one, Mark.
I did. I want to hear that one again.
Mark out here popping himself. Good for him. I'm proud of you, Mark. Thanks, everybody.
It was Smokey that popped him.
Yeah,
I don't get any
Smokey
fucking
Pump.
respect anymore. I'm done.
For
Close
real.
the fucking show.
Jim, get the timestamp, please.
Unbelievable.
All right, we're gonna close out. Thanks for everyone for hanging out through this one. I don't think it was my best work I've ever done on this show at all. So appreciate all of you for always supporting us. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media at 3 Count Thursday across the board. Head over to 3countthursday.com. Get our merchandise at TeePublic. Subscribe on all podcast platforms and YouTube as well. Make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss the Tuesday podcast when it hits your feed early on Tuesday mornings. And we will be back live next week to make sense of everything. And hopefully I'll do better than I did this week. Until then, stay safe, stay smart, and as always, go for the pin.